After a mellow start, the Shibuya arc opens with a majestic sequence that exceeds every expectation. The new season will substantially change the direction of the plot. Moreover, the characters will also face some of the most dramatic events that will significantly lead to their growth and development in the series. In the latest episode, Mekamaru and the arc's lead antagonist Mahito face off against each other in an intense battle. Mahito has been an unstoppable menace since the previous season, and he continues to do so in the current one. With Mekamaru out of the way, he can now finally commence the plan that he has been waiting to execute for a long time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, please. We get a taste of Geto's real power and how he will play a key role in the plot. There is still a confusion surrounding the character as to how he is still alive after Gojo killed him in Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Although we will not receive every answer this time, we are slowly walking towards the truth behind his comeback. Geto was one of the most important people in Gojo's life, and it also increases the anticipation. The main thing I want to talk about is the animation. Honestly, my eyes couldn't keep up. Explosion of the colors and movement Mahito flying through the trees after being hit by Mekamaru was probably one of the worst cases of ghosting I have ever seen. It's because in anime Japan has laws in place about broadcast contrast and flashing colors. It's usually applied automatically by a program with little to no actual basis on if a scene will actually cause seizures. There was an infamous Pokemon incident where a scene in Pokemon caused quite a few kids in Japan to experience seizures. Since then, Japan has been very careful about that kind of stuff. But I have to say that still, the animation was great to say the least. Main thing we didn't know was simple domain. Simple domain basically can be used to tackle the guaranteed heat effect of domain expansion. It can be done with domain expansion too, as we saw in season 1 when Gojo destroyed Jogo's domain by laying out his own, but it's not always like that. With normal domains, as compatibility of both the domains plays a major role as deciding factor that which domain will be stronger. But it's not that case with simple domains. If you think that why aren't they using domains in all of the fights, it's because domains take off massive amounts of cursed energy, so sorcerers would rather not use it in the beginning of a fight. Additionally, if a sorcerer or curse is fighting someone at close to their level, there is no telling whether or not they have a domain or how strong it might be, and losing a domain clash leaves you at heavy disadvantage. Both fighters would rather fight with their normal techniques until the time for a trump card arises. Or it's just cooler not to have fights end quickly. Could Mamamarus Death have been more tragic? No way. He was never able to live normally. I feel so bad for Mekamaru because when he got a regular body, he was killed by the same ones who gave it to him. While he had his body, he didn't enjoy it, not even for a second, as he was fighting for his life. The girl he liked him back, and none of them knew it, nor have confessed. He was a freaking engineer. Everything about him is tragic. Every time they showed Miwa, it was like another stake to the heart. After putting Mahito in his place, he still died. Geto was rooting for Mekamaru. I think he was planning on eating Mahito if he lost and adding him to his arsenal. At the end of the Mekamaru fight, Geto talks about entrusting a veil and energy, then picks up a nail. Maybe they plan on transferring techniques in some way. The goal is to seal away Gojo because they already said they can beat him. Panda implies the people in charge don't care about human security, and I'm sure Gojo does not feel the same way. So they probably will be used as hostages in some way. The veil probably has some other secret condition as well.